All right, now looking at this drawing, what I've actually done, I've drawn that top flush at 462, which was my plan, but it's actually that very face section, and we're going to call that top header rail. That's 462, and the top part is the 481 that you'll then determine what woodworking joints you put into that. So there's a few things we can do to go back and adjust that, but what I'm actually going to do is turn this into that rail, and then I will redraw that top. So I'm selecting on the move tool. I'm going to grab just that piece, and then if I zoom out a bit, I have a few options here. I'm going to rotate this. So there's a few ways I can do it. I'm going to rotate to that 90 degrees. Oh, went 85. Let's make that 90. It's going to go up there. That's fine. I now want to look at dropping it down. So again, I can drag it, or I can drop it down minus the 90. So it should be flush. But what I actually want to do is drop it down to 19 mil past that again. So I'm going to make it minus 109. And that's leaving me that 19 mil gap, and it's flush on the face. So that's what the front, that drawing there, that's what the top header rail should look like. Now we go back to our drawing. What I'm now missing is the top section. So for my purposes here, I might just make it 2 rebate joints, and then you can determine what you're going to turn yours into. So go to create, what I should do. Now that piece, I have previously called it the cabinet top. We look at our drawing, it's been referred to as the top header rail. So it is good to make your drawing consistent with your components as well. Obviously this is the drawing you've been given, but just make sure your drawing is consistent. So top header rail is what we can call that. So I'm going to get turn that one off. Yep, that's what we're looking at. It's going to become the top header rail. And the cabinet top mirror can be cabinet base. All right, so now we're going to make sure we're on the top section. We're going to go to create a new component, and we can call it our cabinet top. Now again, I do like to have it so I can see what's going on. Turn it to that isometric view, bring our cabinet top, and I'm going to create, sorry, I've done that. We're going to create sketch. Again, we can draw a range of views. I'll show you if I was to draw it from that right view, just for something different. So I know that my piece of timber from my right angle profile would be like this. Press that dimension tool. I'm 90, and it's going to be 19. I'm going to click on finish sketch. Get that picture of a house. Look at my drawings, which says it's 481. Go to Fusion, extrude, 481. There's everything that I need to see. I'm now going to get my joint tool. Make sure I can see that piece. Looking at what I've done here. So it is currently not letting me use that joint tool. Doesn't want to let me move that. So maybe look at what I have done here. So that tells me that I haven't actually drawn the component the way that I want to. So again, this will happen. So what I'm going to say to you here is undo what you've drawn. And it looks like I drew it up that top base section. So I'm going to get rid of everything that I've done up until that point. Go back to my isometric view where I did click on that section there. Now cabinet top is what I'm working on. So this is where I need to make sure I'm drawing. So I didn't have the correct component selected in my tree. So create, new component, sorry, create sketch. Now I've selected my new component. That's what I was drawing from that side. Quickly do this. By 19, new sketch. I want it to be 481. Now when I select joint, I can select my drawing. So I want this to sit, zoom in, right on there. Now this is going to be flushed there and go the whole way through. I'm going to select that component. I'm going to say -10. I'm going to go inside the piece. Now we're going to turn this into a rebate joint, but you'll need to work out for your project what you're going to turn it into. So when we click on combine, I want that to be, combine. That's my target body. That's the tool. We're going to cut and keep. And there we are. That's the rebate joint that I want to see. Combine, keep this, use that as the tool, keep the tool, and done. So now I got the top, select it all, click on that isometric view. That's going to be the first section of your dartboard cabinet completed.